down my son with nothing. As if he were some stray dog that you would leave dying on the side of the road.
Sorry.
You know what? We begged Kiefer to stay away from you. We warned him that your father was a criminal and he belonged in prison and that you were the very last girl he ever should be seen with, but he wouldn't listen. He loved you and now he's dead because of you.
Mrs. Bauer, that's enough.
You know what? You guys are quite the team. First you lie about Kiefer beating you up and then you kill him.
Hello. Kiefer. I didn't want him to get hurt. He felt terrible about hitting me, and that's why I didn't tell anyone.
You didn't tell anyone because it never happened.
We're not having this conversation.
Okay, and why aren't you in jail?
It was an accident.
Oh, that's right. That's what your boyfriend, the police commissioner, told me. Anyone else who had ran over a teenage boy, fled the scene, failed to dial 911, you haven't even been charged with anything.
Mrs. Bauer, I'm sure that I will be. In the meantime, I can assure you I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I just heard you planning a trip out of the country. My son is not even in the ground yet. You will not get away with this.
It was an accident.
Oh, that's right.
It was an accident because I was driving my daughter to the hospital
accidentally ran over my
son beat her for the second time.
And then you accidentally failed to dial 911. And then you accidentally stood around here in the hospital, full well knowing that Kiefer was out there in the cold, dying. You watched how Kiefer suffered and died in that emergency room.
He is upset with me as you want, and I don't blame you. You cannot have this conversation in front of her.
Kiefer would be alive if your mother had just called for an ambulance.
Can somebody please come in here?
Listen, how could you even do this to my son? Even if he hurt your daughter, which he did not, he liked you.
Maya!
He admired you, and he genuinely loved your daughter, even though we did our best to persuade him.
Can somebody please help?
What would happen if you had just left our son alone?
Hey, whatever's going on here, it's over.
You killed my son. Deliberately and with malice. You will be held accountable.
Maya, please get her out.
You know, being here in the cell reminded me of why I wanted to be a cop.
I want Claire Walsh pulled off the case. No, it's not too late. I expect a call back from him within the hour.
He's the ruthless friend that I know and love.
Well, at least someone appreciates it. The more I try to contain this trial, the more it seems to spin out of control.
No, the feeling.
How's Kristina?
In the hospital, blaming herself for everything that happened to her, and she had her first session with a shrink today, and I imagine she'll probably be seeing the shrink for the rest of her life.
This must be really hard for you.
It's really hard for Kiefer's parents who are taking out their grief on Kristina, and they can't do that anymore, so I came here to ask, do you think you could get them to keep away from her?
Yeah, I'll call Warren. I have to express my condolences anyway. You know, Warren and Melinda seem like reasonable people. Why do you think they're targeting Kristina? You think it's because she told about Kiefer beating her up?
Oh, I think it's a lot more complicated than that. I had to sit down. I was the hit-and-run driver that killed Kiefer. Nab. I went over there and I made a full confession.
Was Diane with you?
No, she's got her hands full right now. He charged me with leaving the scene. And then he released me, and I have no idea what's going to happen next, but I need to just focus on Kristina right now, and I understand why the Bauers want justice, but they need to stay away from Kristina, okay? If they want me, they can come after me, but they need to leave my daughter alone.
I'll reach out to Warren. See if we can find a way to deal with this without anyone else getting hurt, okay?
Hey, nabbed you the last Chinese chicken salad.
Thanks.
I'll admit it doesn't look too promising.
Doctors aren't supposed to be delivering food, are they?
Well, I'm an intern. And Epiphany asked me to come check on you.
Everybody obeys Epiphany.
Everybody who isn't stupid. So, how you doing?
I keep thinking about how Kiefer died in this building. Under this roof.
You want me to have someone come sit with you?
It's nice to have some alone time. So many people have been trying to help me, but it's Like, the more they help, the worse I feel. Do you think that salad is edible?
Well, that depends on how committed you are to salad. I could always go nab you some ice cream.
Go away.
You need to leave.
I will. I want to apologize first. I'm sorry I yelled at you before. You know, I shouldn't have done that. You're a kid. You know, I'm supposed to be a grown-up, so I need to start acting like one. I'm sorry for everything that's happened to you, and I'm sorry for anything I did to make it worse. So, how do you think Kristina's doing?
I think your apology helped.
I hope so.
The bad boy with the heart of gold. Been there.
It's just a thought.
Hey, hold on. If there's anything you can do for Kristina, I'll let you know.
Maya?